What's up, everybody? I'm Tim from Timber Ridge Gifts, back to do another unboxing and supplier review. The company we're checking out today is a company out of Everett, Washington called Cierra Candle Supply. Now, they're a true one-stop shop to be able to buy all of your candle making needs, from containers to wax, fragrance oil, shipping supplies. Everything you could possibly need you can actually pick up in one single order. In addition to their great website, they've actually got a retail location in Everett, Washington. I'll leave the address right there. So if you are anywhere near that area, it's definitely worth checking out. And if you are, I'm super jealous of you, because not only is it a great store where you can check out the amazing selection of supplies that they offer, and Everett, Washington is actually located near several large military installations. So as a way of showing their support for our nation's military, Cierra Candle Supply actually offers a military discount at their retail location. So as a veteran myself, I just want to say that's super awesome, guys. That's really cool. Cierra Candle Supply, we really appreciate your love and support of our nation's military. So before we check out some of the supplies that they offer, let's talk about the company a little bit. Honestly, there's so many cool things about this company, I really don't even know where to start. But I mentioned their website earlier. If you guys haven't seen it yet, I'll leave the link in the description. Definitely need to go check it out. It's a very well put together website, completely searchable. Everything is broken down into categories, subcategories. So whether you're looking for something specific or just want to look around, it's completely set up where you can just go exactly to what you're looking for. You can either type it into the search bar or go to that category or subcategory, and it's super easy to find what you need. There's great product descriptions, as well as a how-to section that offers some great candle making tips. In addition to that, they've got amazing customer service. They're actually a very small family-owned company. There's actually only 4 employees. And that's certainly not a bad thing. If you were ever to have any questions, comments, or concerns and call them, chances are you're going to be talking to the very person that's packing your order. So that's pretty cool as well. Probably one of the best things about them, though, is the way they do their shipping. A lot of the big candle supply companies, when you get to checkout, you might have 1 or 2 shipping options. That's for their convenience. They've got the standard rates that they apply to every order to save them time and money when they're processing your order. Cierra Candle Supply actually takes the time to sit down and find the very cheapest shipping option before your order is ever finalized to ensure that the supplies you order from them are shipping in the cheapest way possible to save you money. In fact, their shipping policies and procedures are so in-depth that I actually couldn't memorize them. So I'm just going to read it straight from their website, give you guys just an idea of the effort that they put into the shipping. Orders are shipped the same day if received by 11 a.m. or sometimes later if it's received before the arrival of the mail carrier. So basically, as soon as your order comes in, they're going to do their very best to get it out that same day, if not the very next day. Shipping on fragrances, wicks, dyes, and clamshells is free if the order is over $100. If the order is over $100 but contains wax, jars, and fragrance oils, we only charge the shipping for the wax and the jars. So basically, if you have a 10-pound order that's 5 pounds of fragrance oils and 5 pounds of wax, you're only going to pay the shipping on that 5 pounds of wax. The shipping on that fragrance oil is going to be free regardless of what else is in your order, provided the order is over $100. Shipping under 6 pounds ships flat rate for $8.99. We always ship the cheapest we can and adjust shipping before charging a credit card if the shipping difference is more than $3. So basically what all that means is when your order comes in, they finalize it, they box it up, that you're ready to ship it. You've actually got one of their 4 employees sitting down at the United States Postal Service website, plugging in your address and the package weight and dimensions, and searching through those shipping options to ensure that you're getting the cheapest shipping option possible. In addition to all that, they're actually one of the few companies that actually complies with the United States Postal Service hazmat guidelines for shipping their fragrance oils, which may affect your order slightly, especially if you're an international shopper. The guidelines for that are a little wordy and actually best understood in written form. So I'm going to go ahead and write that out and add that to the video description. So you guys make sure you check that out if you have any more shipping concerns. And if for some reason you don't understand their shipping and need some clarification, you can actually call them. And like I said earlier, chances are you're going to be talking to one of the 4 people that's actually packing your order right then and there. So those are just a few examples of why this is a great company. Let's check out what really makes them great, the supplies that they offer. First thing we're going to check out is a basic candle making kit. They offer several different types of kits. They've got the container candle making kit, a votive candle making kit, and a beginner's candle making kit that's kind of a business in a box type kit. Let's check out the basic candle making kit. Each kit comes with 12 4-ounce candle tins, 3 pounds of C3 premium soy wax, a package of appropriate sized candle wicks, as well as a sheet of wick stickers, 3 packages of candle dye chips, and 4 1-ounce bottles of fragrance oil. Now, one of the cool things about the kits they offer is, unlike a lot of other companies, you don't just have one basic kit that you can choose from that's going to have what it has. You can actually choose and customize your kit just a little bit. They have 6 different kits that you can choose from. The difference between each of them being the fragrance oil and the color dye chips that come with it. This one is the Cool and Clean candle making kit. If you didn't like it, you can choose from one of the others that they have. Between the 6 of them, they're bound to have a fragrance oil and color combination that's going to work for you. Another cool thing about the basic candle making kits is the kits are upgradable. There's 2 different upgrade options. First upgrade option includes this 1-pound pouring pitcher, and the second upgrade option includes the pouring pitcher and this 11-pound capacity hobby scale, which is going to work great for weighing and measuring your fragrance oils and your waxes. No candle shop should be without a proper scale. This is a great one, and it's a great option to their basic candle making kit. I'm going to put this away for now, but you guys stay tuned to the end of the video because you are going to see this again. Alright, next up is their melt and pour soap making kit. Again, they have many different options that you can choose from, so you're not stuck with just a basic kit. You can actually pick and choose your scents just a little bit to actually get the kit that you want that's going to fit your needs. So let's check out their basic soap making kit. Each kit comes with a 4-shaped soap making mold, 2 pounds of white glycerin melt and pour soap base, a color pack containing 3 different colors of soap dye, and a 4-pack of 1-ounce fragrance oil bottles. And to help get you started, each kit comes with an instruction manual. So the candle making kit and the soap making kit are great items that they already have put together for you. But if you wanted to buy things individually, they've got a huge selection for that as well. So let's check that out. Alright, so first up, if you like to think outside of the box, they actually sell the Smelly Jelly water crystals. Now, if you've never used these before, these are really fun and neat. A great project for kids. Basically, you take your water crystals, some water, fragrance oil, and liquid soap dye. Add that all together. These are super absorbent. They'll absorb all that. They'll swell up, fill up your container. Makes for an amazing air freshener. Definitely worth checking out. Alright, next up, they have a huge selection of candle containers. This is just a tiny example from their jars, to their tea light holders, to their clamshells. They actually sell 2 different types of clamshells. They've got the 6-cavity clamshell mold that we're all used to seeing. And they have a large single cavity. These can be great for making large decorative wax melts or packaging single bars of soap. You can find these other places, but to be honest with you, it's the only place where I've ever actually seen these. Next up, they sell just tons of miscellaneous supplies. These plastic pipettes are just a great example. These can be used for measuring fragrance oil, dyes, pretty much any liquid that you had to measure. These are great to have laying around your shop. They've got a huge selection of things that you didn't know you couldn't live without, so make sure you check out the supply section of their website really well, and most likely you're going to run across 1 or 2 things that you've never even seen anywhere else before. So definitely make sure you check that out. Next up is their HTP Wick sampler kit. They've got a huge selection of wicks, pretty much any series and size that you would need. The coolest thing about their website is each wick series has its own wick guide at the bottom. So there's no guesswork involved, there's no running around the website, no running off to a different website. If you're looking at HTP wicks, but we're curious about what size you needed for your container, the wick guide's right there at the bottom of the HTP wick section of their website. And speaking of wicks, one of the coolest things you'll find is their ribbon wicks. There's actually only 2 places where you can buy these. Cierra Candle Supply happens to be one of them. These are really neat, fun to use. You guys make sure you stay tuned to my channel because I'll be doing a demo of these later on. This was just a tiny example of the candle making supplies that they offer. You really have to visit their website to truly understand just how much they have to offer. I haven't seen their retail store or their warehouse space, but it's got to be enormous to be able to hold a decent stock of the amount of supplies that they offer. So you guys definitely make sure you check out their website, see what you can get your hands on. Now let's talk about the thing that most people care about when we're looking at a supply company, and that is their fragrance oils. I've got just a handful here. They actually offer 238 different fragrance oils, including several proprietary blends that you can only buy from them. And for those of you that are lucky enough to live close that you can actually visit them, you can smell all 238 for yourself in their storefront. But most of us aren't lucky enough to live close enough that we can do that. So I'm going to check out a few of them for you. Alright, so let's check out their fragrance oils. So each fragrance oil sample from 1 ounce all the way up to 16 ounces. They all come with this red plug to prevent any type of spilling or leakage while it's en route to you. So all those are in place. I've not opened any of these yet. I've not read the fragrance descriptions. This is basically just my out of the bottle first impressions. So first up is Black Amber and Lavender. To describe this one, it's a very smooth, mellow perfume scent. The amber is really strong. The lavender is really subtle. You can just barely catch it at the end. It gives it that nice floral touch. Definitely a great smelling perfume scent. And next up is Volcano. They got a great selection of duplicate scents, the standard basic scents that you're going to find anywhere, and like I mentioned earlier, they're proprietary scents. Let's check out Volcano. And it smells just like it should. If you guys have never smelled Volcano before, it's got a really sharp floral fruity scent. This one is spot on, smells just like it. Alright, next up is Tobacco and Bay Leaf. This one smells amazing as well. If you guys have never smelled tobacco and bay leaf, just picture a really smooth tobacco scent with a bit of freshness added to it. Not quite mint, not quite spice, just kind of somewhere in between. Definitely a great combination scent. Alright, next up is White Tea and Ginger. And as a duplicate scent, this is exactly spot on. Smells just like what they offer at Bath & Body Works. If you guys have never smelled it, it's a really great lotion type scent to it. The white tea is really smooth and subtle. and that ginger just kind of comes in at the end, gives it that extra little punch. Definitely a great smelling scent. Alrighty, next up is Lilac Blossom. This one smells great. It's really smooth and subtle. It's not overpowering at all. It's almost like walking into a bathroom after it's been cleaned. Just that nice, clean, fresh scent. Definitely one you'd enjoy if you like the fresh, clean floral scents. Alright, next up is Love Spell, which is a Victoria's Secret duplicate scent. And again, it smells spot on. It's just like walking in and smelling the perfume or the lotion. Love Spell is really hard to describe. It's got a floral, fruity perfume scent that you can't quite place. It's just one that you know when you smell it. Honestly, if you haven't smelled Love Spell by now, you're kind of missing out. You definitely need to pick it up, or at least head to your local Victoria's Secrets and check it out. You'll definitely be happy that you did. Next up is Lavender, Sage, and Rosemary. It smells really great. It's a great combination of scents. I was expecting something that would fall into the floral line, but if I had to classify this, it would go more in the not really the baked goods, but kind of the kitchen spice scent. You can definitely smell the rosemary and the sage. The lavender is really subtle. You can kind of barely pick it up at the end. But the rosemary and sage is a great combination. Alrighty, next up is Espresso. The coffee scents are definitely one of my favorites, so I'm excited to check this one out. It's a lot stronger than most of the espressos that you'll get from other companies. This one's got more of that really strong, powerful coffee smell. It doesn't really have the sweetness that you get from a lot of espressos. But if you're into coffee smells, this is amazing. Definitely going to have to put this one on my list. Alrighty, next up. I debated leaving this one out just because you guys know I mispronounce things sometimes. But in all fairness to me, most of you probably couldn't pronounce this one either. So luckily I'm writing these out on the screen. You guys can read it. So read along with me. This one is Maharani Padparadsha. Maharani Padparadsha. Probably definitely butchered that. But you guys get the idea. You can read it for yourself. Well, let's check it out and see what this actually is. Not only do I not know how to pronounce it, I have no idea what this is. So let's check it out. It's definitely a perfume type scent. It's real clean, really fresh and smooth. Almost smells like there's some amber in there. Really the best way I can describe it, just a perfume scent with a little bit of amber. That might be totally off. This is what it smells like to me. But without me understanding the name, I really don't have much of a reference. This one's really hard to describe. You're almost going to have to pick it up for yourself if you really want to know. But if I describe it, it would be just that amber perfume scent. But either way, whatever Maharani Padrapasha is, it smells great. Alright, next we have White Pear and Fig. This one smells great. It smells just like a freshly cut pear. But with the fig added, it's just enough of a, gives it kind of a perfume scent to where it doesn't just smell like a straight up fruit. It smells really good though. Alrighty, next is Cool Citrus Basil. This one smells really good. It's got a nice, really zesty soap smell to it. It smells kind of like Irish Spring Sport. I don't even know if they make that anymore. I might be dating myself a little bit. But that's what it smells like. It's got that just that real zesty, clean smell. Alrighty, next is Baja Cactus Blossom. This is another one that's hard to place. It's got a really low floral scent. It's not real overpowering. It's not a real strong scent. Just really smooth and floral. And next is Black Raspberry Vanilla. This one smells really good. The raspberry is really heavy, but again, it's got that vanilla on top of it. So it doesn't just have that really heavy fruit scent. Just added together, they make more of a pleasing perfume blend. Smells really amazing. Next is Jack Frost. It smells really good. It's definitely a winter scent. It's got a extremely strong wintergreen smell. It smells good. It's not too strong to where it's going to be unpleasant, kind of be offensive to the senses, but it's definitely a really strong scent. And next is a couple of the proprietary blends that you're only going to find at Cierra Candle Supply. First is Woodstock 69. This is another one that's going to be really hard to describe. so much going on in it. You got so many different elements. You can definitely smell the patchouli and the incense and a floral scent underneath it. It smells really good, but it's almost impossible to describe. If I had to pick, I would say just a really light floral with a bit heavier incense notes on top of it, topped off with that really distinctive patchouli scent. Smells great though. That is one of their proprietary blends. Let's check out another one. Next up is Pink Flamingo. This one smells great. It's you can definitely smell a lot of cherry in there. So my best description would be like a cherry cotton candy. Definitely a nice clean spring scent. And last but not least, just in time for Christmas and fall, we have Winter Wonderland. It is definitely a great Christmas scent. You can smell a lot of wintergreen. It smells like a cross between wintergreen and Scotch pine. The two together make it really fresh, and it's a great combination to get that really fresh candy wintergreen smell, but it's balanced out by the real woodsy pine scent. Definitely something that you'd want to use in your Christmas candles. Definitely a great scent as well. That's another one of the proprietary blends that you can only find at Cierra Candle Supply. Hope you guys enjoyed that. That was just a real small sample of what they actually offer. Like I said earlier, they've got 238. This was 16 or 17. So pretty much anything you were looking for, they're probably going to have. And everything seems to be spot on. Definitely great quality fragrance oils. You guys should definitely check those out. So if you guys haven't already, head over to CierraCandleSupply.com. Check out their great selection. You're definitely going to find a lot of things that you need and a ton of things that you want. And speaking of one of the things that you'll want, let's talk about their candle making kit again. If you guys know my channel, you know that I love giving stuff away to my awesome subscribers. Cierra Candle Supply saw that, so they were awesome enough to hook me up with something to give away to you guys. So up for grabs for this video is the upgraded container candle making kit. That is the basic candle making kit with the containers, the wax, the fragrance oil, the wicks, the dye packs, and the wick stickers, upgraded with the pouring pot and the scale. We're going to be giving this away. Today is October 2nd. We're going to let this run for 2 weeks. So we're going to be giving it away on Monday, October 14th. Winner will be announced in that week's edition of my weekly segment. So to qualify for this giveaway, I'm going to list the links to Cierra Candle Supply's social media accounts. That's Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. All you guys have to do to enter is just follow them on one of their social media accounts. Come back here in the comments, let me know which account you followed. You can follow all three, leave 3 different comments, get qualified to win 3 separate times. And that's it. All you have to do is just head to their social media, follow them, let me know where you follow them at. We're going to be back here on October 14th, giving this away to 1 lucky subscriber. So you guys make sure you check them out. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, turn on the notifications, check out my playlist for more great videos. Thanks for watching, everybody.